Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
We are liking today.
I was going to say, are we enjoying these temperatures?
I think so.
What a change to what we
Yeah.
saw the past few days, Alana.
We're loving it, but before we move on, I just needed to bring up the pikas. Let me at them. I'm not
Right?
going to
Circle back to that.
Can
That
we
was
just,
funny.
I know, it seems like years ago, folks, but I tell you what, a Utah pika, you should be so lucky. I'm just going to leave it there. Great day. Happy Tuesday. We've got some cloud cover. Live view from Ensign Peak. That is gorgeous. It is so pretty, and it is a really nice day. Even though temperatures are running just a degree or two below where we typically are, it's very pretty. Live view from Logan. We've seen the sun come back out. They're building another building on campus here, so this is a Utah State University camera. Love to see the progress there, and it's a great shot of the mountains. As we look at the satellite radar, you actually see a few showers kind of wanted to move through in the last few hours towards Smithfield, Tremont, and in that area. Quieting down now, but it was something we were watching closely. Live view from the Colonial Flag Tower camera. It's a little breezy out there as we sit at 71, but it is very pleasant. I love a Tuesday like this. The breeze can add to pollen and allergy sufferers' misery. We don't love that. Castle Country, over towards the basin, into Moab and central Utah, we do have medium high pollen. Mulberry and juniper trees, we're still in the tree season. Grass comes next. Down in southern Utah, clear skies with a lot of sunshine. Noticeable here on our Black Desert Sky Cam. Made it into the upper 80s. 88 is where Ivins peaked. They're now sitting at 87. The heat is on, and it's going to keep on rising. 86 in St. George. They've gone up a degree in the last hour. 50s, 60s, and 70s along the Wasatch Front. A lot of 70s on the eastern side of the state. 73 in Moab, 73 in Delta, I-15 corridor. I love 70s. I think they're pleasant, they're perfect, and we get a nice evening out of them. 60s turning to 50s by ABC4 News at 10, anticipating temps at 60. But you have to remember, at this time yesterday, we were talking about upper 40s by 10 o'clock. So the warming trend underway, and that means we won't see as crisp as an overnight as we've been dealing with. High temperature trend keeps those above average temperatures Thursday, Friday, and even in Saturday, we get close to seasonal norms. For southern Utah, staying above average. So the heat will be on in the south as we track towards Memorial Day weekend. Looking ahead, we see this trough clearing the area. That trailing wave that brought just a few spotty showers to the north will clear as we head into the midweek. Drier conditions, warmer conditions. We're going to bump up a degree or two, and then the high pressure really starts to take over. Peak heating on Thursday with that ridge, and that's going to allow for temperatures to run about 10 degrees above where they typically are. Futurecast keeps us pretty quiet. As we put this into motion, you're going to see quiet conditions. Here we are by Wednesday afternoon. Heading into Thursday, you have to remember peak heating. Any lingering moisture could pop up a storm. This is overnight towards the basin in Duchesne County with that southerly flow that aids in those temperatures. By 6 p.m., maybe a pop-up along the Wasatch Front. It's just a slight chance right now, but I always like to keep you weather aware if you're heading into Thursday. And then for the weekend, we're starting to see some changes on the models. I'll show you what I mean. As we take a check on that upper level, it will show you the showers clearing and that high pressure taking over. So as we head into the weekend, it looks like there's a little bit of a system that wants to flatten the ridge. Our high pressure will bring the warmth, and we watch as that system kind of sneaks through. So Saturday morning, we could see some light showers before high pressure and the ridge rebuilds heading into Sunday and then Memorial Day with our warmer temperatures. So above average, and we're going to stay that way. The coolest we'll get is pretty close to where we should be this time of year. 60s and 70s in northern Utah, 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state. The 90s, who called them? They're back in St. George. As we look at the next 7, high 90s on Thursday with the winds picking up, some blowing dust potential, but dry conditions in the south with a hot holiday weekend. Are you going to head to the parks? Okay, just go prepared. Sunscreen, water, and take note, we're going to be really hot at Zion. Canyonlands in the 80s. So we look at the Wasatch Front, slight chance on Thursday, isolated potential Saturday. Temperatures fumble just a little bit as a weak little front will kind of sneak on through. Upper 70s and then back to 80s on Memorial Day. It's just a slight chance, but this time of year, if you're out recreating, you just know you have to stay weather aware, and we will do that as we head towards Memorial Day weekend.